All right, welcome to Lesson 6. Lesson 6 is really about building that sustained appropriate focus, which is just a real fancy way of talking about goals. We know goals are important, but unfortunately when we talk to young people out there, very rarely do they actually set those goals, and when they do set them, I'm not sure they actually set them in the most appropriate way. We've heard about, there's a variety of different acronyms out there. You might have heard about the SMART type of goals. We're including a variety of different approaches that students can take, but ultimately it's about them understanding that there are both outcome goals and there are task goals. We need to set the goal of where we want to achieve, but then we also need to break it down into small little steps so that we're getting a little bit of multiple wins across the way. We don't want to just have one goal, because the problem with that is if we only set ourselves one goal, if we start to see failure, if we feel like we're not going to achieve that goal, we tend to give up earlier. So ultimately we want to have a multiple amount of goals, but importantly, it needs to be appropriate. It needs to be the goals need to be the most appropriate goals for that individual, not just a global goal. The second component to this particular lesson is about helping students build a sense of accountability. The last thing you want to have as a teacher is to actually hold on to that accountability. That accountability needs to be held on by the student and ultimately held on for life. It's a life skill that I think we all need to learn, is the ability to be accountable for the goals that we're trying to achieve, which means that when we hit some hurdles, much like in Lesson 5 when we talked about resilience, we're able to overcome those hurdles because of our accountability.